The Texas A&M Aggies, they head into 2025 looking to take the next big step that they've been waiting to take for a long time. Of course, now they got to do it with second-year head coach Mike Elko. In year one, Elko steadied the ship. He delivered an 8-5 record. Now the pressure is on to was it 8-5? Or did they win 9? I don't remember. They had 4 losses in the regular season. It kind of fell apart late, but they still went into the Texas game with a chance to go to the SEC championship game. But either way, now the pressure is on to turn stability into true contention, right? You got to get to double-digit wins, right? The offense should be the identity of this team. The quarterback, Marcel Reed, is finally the guy. He burst on the scene last year, took over as a freshman, flashed some dual-threat ability. He fits well into Colin Klein's offense. He's surrounded by a deep backfield. You got veterans Amari Daniels and Le'Veon Moss. Reuben Owens is there as a change of pace back. Behind him, one of the best offensive lines in the country. Trey Zune, Armaj Reed Adams, and then Chase Bisontis. Colin Klein is going to want to lean heavily on that group to control games. And then, of course, at receiver, you got NC State transfer KC Concepcion. He steps in as the go-to receiver. The question is, who else in the passing game is going to step up? Defensively, Elko and the coordinator, Lyle Hemphill, they got plenty of talent, but they got to replace some lost production. The secondary should be steadier. You got corner Will Lee, safety Dalton Brooks, and the nickel Jordan Shaw, leading a young but experienced group. Linebackers Taurean York and Scooby Williams, they're proven run stoppers. But the Aggies' success is going to hinge on the pass rush. You got transfers TJ Searcy and Dayon Hayes, along with the breakout candidate Cassius Howell. They're going to need to generate pressure after first-round pick Shamar Stewart and Nick Scourton departed for the NFL. Tools are there, but consistency has to follow. The keys for A&M in 2025 are simple. Let this offensive line dominate, take advantage of a deep running back rotation, and cut down on defensive breakdowns that plagued them late last year. The obstacles are pretty clear, too, right? You got trips to Notre Dame, LSU, Missouri, and rival Texas make for one of the nation's toughest road slates. And even home games against Auburn, Florida, and South Carolina won't be easy. The November 29th clash at Texas, that's kind of the crown jewel of the season. It's a rivalry that could have direct SEC title implications again this season. The winner of last year's game was going to the SEC championship game, and that happened to be the Longhorns. If the Aggies can win 2 or 3 of those big road games, they're going to be in the playoff run. If not, you're probably looking at another 8-win season, and that seems to be what they do every year. With Reed taking command, you got a veteran O-line and Elko's defensive mind. Texas A&M finally looks ready to shake off the old does less with more label and push toward national relevance. Win total sits at 7.5. Odds are -170 to the over, so implied probability of about 63% to hit 9 wins. Odds to win the SEC, interesting number here, plus 1,600. That's almost 6%. And the odds to make the CFP this season, plus 240. That's almost 30%. Texas A&M routinely fails to live up to the hype. I'm not sure, even with Elko and another portal haul, that they'll be able to survive some of these road trips on the schedule. I've got them at 8-4 again. They got to prove to me that they can hit 9. But they are going to be good enough to scare some teams you wouldn't think they will. And they'll probably lose to somebody they shouldn't. Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter, @GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me, Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.